It's a tale of two drivers.
It's going to come down to either me or Lucas.
For years, Connor Cantrell has been a force to be reckoned with in the truck series at Irwindale Speedway. Racing in the series since 2007, Cantrell stopped racing in 2008 at the beginning of the Great Recession.
I figured I was never going to be back in a race car again because I just didn't have the financial support behind me.
But things turned around in 2011 when Santa Clarita resident Jeff Latimer offered Connor a job.
Ever since then, they've given me a truck to drive, and I'm forever grateful. They allowed me to do what I love.
Today, the Santa Clarita resident is looking to get back into the championship contention after an incident in race 4 took him out of the race.
More contact. Nico Manginel slams to the inside of Connor Cantrell.
The crash put us behind in points, so we've got a lot of ground to make up with the remaining 6 races left, and we're going to do everything in our own power to close that gap and be there in the end to get that championship.
But one person stands in Cantrell's way. Enter Lucas McNeil, the underdog truck driver who has won 4 of the first 6 races this season.
I personally wouldn't consider myself a dark horse, but it's all relative to what everybody thinks.
McNeil has racing in his blood. His grandfather, Jim Robinson, not only raced locally at Saugus Speedway, but also on NASCAR's biggest stage.
Jim Robinson's car, here he is backing across the track, running in the 17th position out here.
My family's been doing it since the 1970s, so I've just always kind of been out at the racetrack.
Though each has a long history in the world of racing, the two friends off the track are fierce competitors on the track.
He's a great competitor, and I hope to keep it that way, even though now he's technically my rival.
Friendly rivalry would be the proper term. I mean, obviously, once we get on the racetrack, we're not going to give each other an inch or, help each other out in any way, really.
Cantrell and McNeil not only share their love for racing and representing the Santa Clarita Valley, they also share something else in common.
Lucas, that truck he's driving was the truck I drove in 2007 and 2008. So he bought it and continued on from 2009 onward.
The two went head-to-head on the June 11th race as they battled each other for the win. McNeil would once again come out on top when the checkered flag flew.
We didn't have enough. I felt like we were a little quicker than Lucas, but we just didn't quite have what it took to get around him.
It's pretty stressful when he's, a truck or 2 behind. It's kind of sketchy. I can't really, make any mistakes or really kind of let up at all. I have to just keep pushing and keep pushing and keep pushing, otherwise he's going to take advantage of it.
Even after a tough loss, Cantrell had high praises for McNeil.
He's running at a pace that is probably, it's definitely up there with everyone and anyone who has been a champion or a winner.
But the rivalry is not over yet, as 24 points and 5 more races stand between them and the crowning of a champion. For The Signal, I'm Tyler Rubin.